Okay, I thought I was going to do the voice there. Okay, I thought I was going to do the... Okay, there we are.
There it is.
Alright. Just a couple things here.
What did I do? The right one? Oh, wrong one.
Oh, I thought I had it turned down far enough. And there's no consistent volume to anything. But there's actually no consistency to us either. Nevertheless, welcome to Nadia and David's Castlevania Symphony of the Month, where we are playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the PlayStation 4 version on the PlayStation 5 with Castlevania Requiem. Continuing our quest to bring down Dracula's castle all through October, or at least until we get the job done.
Yeah, I screwed up and I don't know why I'm here. How do I get out of here?
Try pressing the X button, the circle button. I don't know. You know how the PlayStation works better than I do.
Oh, bloody hell. I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, we can do that too. I was gonna say you're on my file or your file, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw like an LBD there, but that's not my PlayStation name, so.
And you're good.
Isn't the one you were playing under ASS?
Probably. There we go.
So yeah, we would have done this yesterday, but we ran into some technical troubles as we were trying to hook up. As I don't know what happened. The USB hub died on us, basically.
Yeah, more or less. The USB hub didn't have the energy it needed, so we just got a new one, and we're fine now.
Yeah, say which one about Amazon, but next day deliveries can be a real lifesaver. So here we are.
I'm in the anti-chapel, and I can't remember why.
Gonna get married. Or anti-married?
Huh. Yeah. Apparently.
I guess I'd be divorced. Hey, Fiona, sup?
Yo.
And Becky says, hello.
Hello. Welcome to Upside Down Land. Ooh, money.
But, yeah, I was saying something there a second ago, and I forget what. Oh, Radical D Effect, we got you in the chat, too. It's criminal that this game isn't on Switch. It's probably been said to death, but still. Indeed.
No. True.
Mackie says, glad you got it working. Yes, yes.
Ah.
Huh.
I thought I'd have him room there. There we go.
I like how he has the sword sheath on him in the wolf mode.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I'm talking like he's a transformer.
Did you see the little panther lying there?
There? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Tango, we're trying to record. I don't know if y'all heard that. Tango's picking at his box. The box helpfully labeled Fort Asshole, is it?
Yeah, it says Fort Asshole on
Yeah.
there. Thunder!
Nadia built it. Nadia wrote it. Everything you'd expect of Nadia. Mackie says, give Kitty kisses in caps.
Ah.
Well, if he ever comes back over here, sure.
Well, I was taking a nap and he was kind of under the covers with me, which was cute. But then I woke up to stream.
Ha.
Oh, crap.
Oh, do you have the spike breaker yet? No, you don't, do you?
No, I have the spike breaker.
Oh,
You
do you?
got it in
Okay.
the regular castle, but I'm trying to remember where this goes.
Okay, I thought I asked you last time you didn't have it.
I've already been here, whatever it is, so...
Those spikes don't look broken to me.
Well, they don't stay broken. Crap. I want to keep going... Okay, I see where I want to go.
Since we last streamed this, we started watching the Castlevania Netflix series again. The first one. which, like, yeah, I knew there was a third season, and it's like, okay, yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll go on to the new one. And it's like, oh, wait, there's a fourth one, too? Damn. So,
Yeah, I thought you knew there was a fourth season.
maybe I did and I forgot. I just, they kind of finished the story, but then the story kept going, so I guess I didn't remember how long it kept going for.
Yeah, I gotta finish up Carmilla's storyline, I guess. Big emphasis on I guess.
Well, I like her. What would you call them? Are they family? I don't know what their relation to her is, but
I was calling them, well, you wouldn't get the reference, but it's like Avatar, Azula's less interesting friends.
I was gonna say her stablemates, but sure. Anyway, they all seem more interesting than Carmilla herself.
Yeah, a bit. I just feel like Warren Ellis can't fucking write vampires. Or it's like, I don't know. I just don't like his writing very much. The series is fine. I need to finish it just to say I did it. His Alucard's good, his Sypha's good, and his Trevor's good.
Yeah.
But, again, I wonder if that's just because, he has a template for the characters going on already. I don't know, I was never an Ellis fan, so...
I think he responded to a comment I made on LiveJournal one time.
Really? On LiveJournal, huh?
Yeah.
What did you comment about?
Oh, there was like this time when Captain America was dead and the Punisher was like trying to fill in or something, and there was just this cover that I found really hilarious, and I just like put all these like labels on it, and I think he said something like, "Yeah, that was pretty much it," or something.
Oh crap!
It was just a fun little exchange there. But yeah, that's probably about the most I like know of him. I don't know. I can't remember if I've read any of his work or not.
Oh, yeah.
Cool Ranch with a W says, howdy. First time chat. Howdy, Cool
Howdy,
Ranch.
Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch 420.
But you were saying about Warren Ellis and his works?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what he did. Who the fuck is he? I forget.
The other thing is, what's the dude's name who's like behind this? Ari, something Shankar?
Adi Shankar, I think?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Mummy Man.
And it's like, I wonder how much of it, like, is his input.
I don't know.
He's apparently doing a new thing on Netflix, Captain Laserhawk.
Something like that. It's supposed to be good, but...
Yeah, so I've heard.
Whoa, crap. That's poison. But, I don't know. It's just like, I'm kind of done with, characters saying bad words, and that's the joke.
I hear Nocturne's a lot like that instead of characterization, so... guess what time will tell.
Just people telling, jokes versus characters having characterization, or
Just cursing in general.
well, that sucks. I was hoping that with Warren Ellis gone, someone would have fucking learned a lesson.
Adi Shankar,
Oh,
yeah.
Look, it says Continue Simon's Quest. I got everything.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. I was wondering where that was hiding.
Yeah, executive producer. I don't know how much, that means he has input into the show, but it's like you look at some of his other stuff, and I don't know. Cool Ranch says, I hope you've been enjoying the game. This is my favorite game that isn't a Mega Man title.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely one of my favorite games of all time.
I like it. I don't know if it's one of my favorites, but then again, I don't like to label favorites very much, so...
I absolutely do.
It's definitely in the upper tier. I might actually prefer Portrait of Ruin, just because that was my first Metroidvania, but... So I've got kind of a soft spot there. But no, this one's great. I think I played this one on the Dracula X collection, right after.
Nah, I'm OG, baby. I'm OG, baby.
Okay.
I think someone else told me that Nocturne's just a bunch of swearing, and they were disappointed in that. It's like, Richter's not cool enough to go around swearing.
Shit.
I don't know. Just not a big fan of, Sometimes R-rated is good, sometimes just kind of like, who are you trying to impress?
I just hope, like, gosh, I think the guy, isn't he doing the Devil May Cry series for Netflix?
Yeah. I mean, to his credit, to Adi's credit, I mean, he's caught me talking shit about him before, and he was fine with it, so I don't know, I don't hate him by any means, I think he's pretty cool, but...
I mean, it's not personal, it's just, like, I think he, just from what I've seen, it's like he's paints everything with one brush, and some subjects it works better for than others, is my opinion of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I am absolutely not a fan of his take on Power Rangers. And I don't care how well Devil May Cry does, what it gets right or doesn't right. I really hope he does not get to do Mega Man. Like he.
Oh yeah, I would not like a Mega Man by him at all.
That you wrote about that like at the same time I did. That was back in like 2017.
Oh, I found the Alucard mail.
Oh, awesome! Is that what he responded to you on, or?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It was on US Gamer. I don't know that it exists anymore except on the Internet Archive. If you look up Eddie Shankar on the Mega Man Network, I talk about there. I linked to her article. I just updated it yesterday for someone, because the link didn't work anymore, so it now links to the Internet Archive. If you want to read what Nadia has to say about it, as of 6 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, if I did a Mega Man thing, harumph.
Yeah, I'd like. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind like a more mature take, but
Yeah. There's ways to do it without being a fucking tryhard. I don't know. Maybe the Lakers. I know you're talking about the Captain Laserhawk because I was talking about the Ubisoft Raymond thing. It's like, okay,
yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah, because I was like, this is stupid, but some people are saying no, it's actually really a really good show. It's like, oh well.
Yeah, I'm curious about it. I'm divided, let's say, on Shankar's stuff, and I'm not a fan of Ubisoft as of late, so it's like kind of a hard sell for me as it is, but it's like, okay, if I put all that stuff aside, I'm curious.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not exactly rushing to the top of my queue.
No, definitely not.
I still got Archer, we still got Dragon Ball Super, we still got Castlevania, hell.
Why is that thing not filling in?
Cool Ranch says, I'd like something like Hitoshi Ariga's or Archie Comics work for a Mega Man series. Absolutely.
I would love to see that. I would like to actually see Iwamoto's work get an official translation here.
Oh, that'd be great, too.
Because his stuff is pretty,
His is kind of a novel approach to Mega Man X, isn't it?
Yep. He kind of did his own thing from the start. Like, he always really clearly loved the source material.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the mangas by Aikahara, they're good, they're fine, but they're just very standard shonen. Whereas Iriga and Iwamoto, like, literally, they added to the lore.
Aikahara's stuff are something else. It's like, I don't know that, I want or necessarily need, a full translation, because, a lot of it is just in the visuals and what you can pick up from looking at it. Where else are you gonna see, Flame Mammoth going off in a robot ride armor, and it basically fits him like a pair of pants?
Oh yeah, it's pretty funny, I remember that.
And just the way the first game was adapted, we've got both parts, and it's not at all like Aikahara did it. I would say nowhere near as faithful, but it's just
there is a translation.
It's something to behold. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Aikahara was what was he, a protege or something of oh shoot, you know the guy I'm talking about. The name is slipping my mind.
Osamu Tezuka?
Yes.
Yeah, he definitely drew like him.
For a good reason, it would seem.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
So yeah, and I think he did a bunch of other regular classic series Rockman manga. But yeah, the X stuff is just kind of really fascinating. The Maverick Hunters, they didn't have a symbol back then, so what he did was the Maverick Hunter symbol was Sigma's symbol. Which I think for X3, which was I think he didn't do a full manga series, but it was in one of the guides. And I guess with Sigma out and Zero in, I think they used Zero's symbol.
Huh.
I'm so glad they have their own symbol now. Sorry, were you going to say something, dear?
Nope.
Okay. So, Cool Ranch says, Rayman being the villain seems kind of like they have a lack of self-awareness. I think I saw Shankar tweet about that, actually, when I was, like, looking him up for something about this recently, and he had a tweet that said, like, Rayman did nothing wrong.
Oh, God, of course he did.
Cool Ranch says, I'm not a Rayman fan, but I'm sure Rayman fans aren't happy. The ones I've seen aren't, but I've seen, like, you know, some say, like, oh, like, you know, the arc's actually pretty good and stuff, so I don't know.
I think the joke is supposed to be he hasn't really had a game of his own, so he went crazy.
Yeah, I've seen some people saying, oh, we want to see this Rayman, like, you know, in kind of a Conquer sort of situation.
By the way, that was the Cthulhu-looking thing, and it was called Malachi. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We were talking about that last week, for
yeah.
anybody wondering. Rayman, I like Rayman well enough. I mean, I'm not, like, you know, out to open the Rayman network or anything, but yeah, I mean, like, I've really enjoyed what I've played of his more recent games, the Origins and Legends.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was some good stuff. So, I mean, I like Rayman in general. My understanding is this is like a alternate universe Rayman, and he ends up like in this universe where Cody Rhodes dies, apparently.
Yeah, what was with that?
I guess it's just a cameo for some other aspect of it. But, so yeah, I mean, I guess you could say opinions might be divided, but I guess it depends on how big a Rayman fan you are, too, to begin with.
Yeah.
Apparently he shows up there with some sort of, like, Red Ranger type character, and I think there was, like, a kaiju-sized rabbit.
Oh, God.
I don't really know what all happened there.
That sounds kind of funny, but yeah. Damn, you didn't leave me a sword. You bastard. At least I killed him.
Was it a bastard sword?
No, there's a bastard sword in this, but not in that case.
No, he's not a true bastard, then.
He's enough of a bastard.
So, how's everybody doing this weekend? Just one more week and some change until Halloween.
Yay.
Well, don't get too excited now.
I don't know. I'm fine, I guess.
I saw, like, McDonald's, they've got their Boo Buckets back this year, and they've kind of got some different designs going on, so that's pretty cool. I really wish I'd gotten one of the Ghost ones last year, because I always liked the white Ghost for some reason, even though, like, orange and black is more my thing. I did get that one, so I'm happy there. Burger King, they did, like, their own version as well, but apparently they did it in, like, only 4 markets or 4 stores or something. I'm not sure. Theirs looks really nice, and it's like, you know, I'd love to get one, but, you know, I'm heard, like, wait on eBay, because it sounds like, you know, scalpers doing what scalpers do. But I don't know if I'm going to remember long enough to get one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cool Ranch says, I hope this collection gets ported to other systems someday. Steam too, though I hope they are able to give the option for the old voice acting.
Oh, look.
The option would definitely be nice.
Something's happened. I think because I have the body part that automatically does this bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
They screwed
10,
that up.
11, 12, 13.
I mean, I guess that makes some sort of sense, but
Not going just yet.
yeah, that should have like rang 6 times technically.
It always rings 13 when that clock triggers.
Oh, okay.
These are a bunch of things that can.
I thought it was going to go to 12, but let's see. Yeah, the collection getting ported. Igarashi, I think, was not a fan of the memes, and so I think that's part of why they changed the dubbing. But since he's not there anymore, who knows what they would do? Hopefully an option that would be on the table.
I don't know if that's why. I mean, I know he was annoyed with the memes. I don't think that's why they changed it. Oops.
I mean, it couldn't have helped matters. Let's see. Corinth says, I believe this uses the PSP's VA. Yeah, this is basically a port of the PlayStation Portable version, minus what made everybody go out to buy the PlayStation Portable version to begin with, the remake of Rondo.
Yeah.
Which is even funnier now when you consider it looks like the Netflix series is using the remix designs, at least for Maria, near as I can tell. Let's see. Cool Ranch says, I'm doing okay. Great. Fiona says, the clock's struck midnight. Mactonite has been summoned. The clock struck 6, because we're in the inverted castle.
No, it struck 13.
Well, I mean, it chimed 13 times, but the hands were both on 6. But, okay, fair point, I guess. I guess the number of times trumps the... of course, not that there's 13 hours on a clock, but...
It's it's atmospheric dressing, dear. It's exactly what it is.
I'm just saying, we should have words with Dracula's watchmaker. Clockmaker? Is that... I've heard of watchmakers. I'm not sure if I've heard of a clockmaker. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Okay. With his clockmaker, then.
Oops.
Also, shout out and props for the Mactonite reference, because hell yeah, Mactonite. But not the, like, you know, what would the term be? Repurposed,
The racist one? I've never seen Mactonite used in a racist context. I don't know. I think it's just so...
I haven't seen it.
It's
I don't want to see it.
also very weird.
But, you know, I like Mactonite, like, as he originally was, not this, like, you know...
So don't speak him into existence.
Very well. I just want to be clear where I stand on that.
Everyone knows where you stand, I would hope.
Well, I mean, we got, you know, first-time chatters like Cool Ranch here, so, you know, you gotta be safe.
Sure. Which way am I going? God, do I want to do the lab? I can't remember what's hiding in the lab, if anything worthwhile. So, like, God damn it.
If you have all the parts in Lady Dracula's Open, are you just not strong enough yet?
No,
Oh, you said you were going to grind for a sword or something, didn't you?
Yeah, there was a sword I wanted. And I just, like...
Was it the giant sword?
No.
Oh, okay.
What giant sword?
The one that you were hoping would drop, and you called the guy a bastard, and I asked if it was
Oh,
a bastard
that bastard. It's not a giant sword, but...
It looked pretty big to me.
You don't get it. The sword you get isn't that big, unfortunately. Will you die? Like,
I'm just going to assume it changes sizes.
Thank you.
Like, I'm assuming when you wield that guy there, like, you know, that he's probably smaller on the sprite, too, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so... Size-shifting swords. I mean, I can believe it.
I mean, if I did finish it, like, the game, like, what would I do then?
I don't know.
To be honest, I want to try getting that sword, because otherwise I'm going to have to cheat my way through Dracula.
Because, yeah, I figure if we end up finishing before next week, you know, next week we could probably play, like, Bloodstained 2 or something.
Maybe.
Or another Castlevania or something. Round out Halloween right. We can't just leave it. Not so close.
Play Silence Quest or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I like some of the remakes people are doing of that, but we'll probably play the OG. Mainly because I don't think we can run a game like that on this laptop and stream at the same time.
Probably not.
We'll be lucky if we can get the Game Boy Mega Man games to do that. Hint, hint, Capcom.
Where am I going?
Let's see. Cool Ranch says, I'm well aware of what that is. My mind did honestly was reminded of that, but I wasn't going to say anything. See? Clarification's good.
I suppose. I don't know.
Fiona says, the Chrisgrim, or however you spell that sword, does a rapid fire attack, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Also looking for my mist powers. I don't know where the hell those went.
Yeah, should have had them by now, but I guess we missed them.
Quite. Let me see here. Okay.
Yeah, and after we're done celebrating Halloween in style with Castlevania, because really, there's no better time of year than this to play Castlevania. I mean, any time's a good time, but it's the best time. Really get in the mood for it. But yeah, after that, we got new Sonic, we got new Mario. We've been playing through those, so it's not going to be like a first-timer thing, and we'll probably do something with one or the other, and then the other.
Yeah.
In the coming weeks. And then eventually we'll get back to Mega Man 6. Well, I say back to, we'll start Mega Man 6. Would be more technically correct.
Tango was in his,
Those, like, little things that come out remind me of the traps in the first Legend of Zelda.
Huh. I'm not finishing it. I just know there's a save point here.
And let's see, what else is in the world to talk about? No, actually, on second thought, let's not go there. But posted a new episode of Legends of the Halcyon Era over on the Mega Man Network and Archive of Our Own, which is actually, it's a piece slightly revised, just mostly punctuation and spelling, grammar, that kind of thing. It was a piece I wrote probably like 20 or so years ago originally, like my second and last piece of prose for the whole thing until just recently, like last year when I started doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, of course, one of my favorites. It's called First Date, and, well, I'll just say that it stars Night Train and Celeste, and I'll let you figure out the rest from there. Or you can just go read it.
I fell over.
And Nadia still needs to post her Mega Man fic.
Yeah, I do. I just got... Why is it doing this?
What's it doing?
Just not giving me good footing. Ah! Not you guys.
Run like the wolf, or something.
Wrong. Ah, there we go.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, these things are, a lot of bouncing bones around here.
As far as Sonic and Mario go, both have been pretty enjoyable so far.
Yeah. Well, me more Mario than Sonic. I'm not a Sonic person like you are.
Yeah. But, oh, hi, Dingo. You just nudged the tablet there. Stone Skull.
Yeah, you can't kill these.
It's like the boss in Super Castlevania 4, right? But smaller.
Oh, what's his name? Plexel? A little bit, yeah. Oh, man, I hate these things. Bitterfly. It's a good name, though.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Terrific name.
Bitterfly. No one suspects the Bitterfly.
I think the Beard Brothers said that, like, Sonic Superstars is kind of like the Mega Man 11 for, like, classic Sonic, and that's not a inappropriate description, I'd say.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Hope Sonic gets a faster sequel.
Gotta go fast.
Starting to kind of have my doubts about... Well, whatever, it's been this long. Come on, just die, whatever you are. Go away. How do I even see invisible things? I can't remember. Nah, you're
Mario
dead.
Wonder feels like Miyamoto lost a bet.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just, things are, like, so different, like, from, like, the new Super Mario Brothers era, and I'm not just talking about, like, you know, bendy pipes or singing enemies or anything. No, I'm talking, like, the dialogue is one example, not just a playable princess, 2 playable princesses.
People really just hold up my Miyamoto as some fucking boogeyman. It's really stupid.
I just go with the information I'm given.
I
mean...
I don't know. I think it was all inaccurate to begin with. I'm not doing that just yet. I mean, he's been saying for a very long time, like, I'm hands off. I don't want to be doing games all my life. I need the other generation to learn how to do games, so...
Oh, yeah. I mean, him and others have said that, but then they're, like, you know, still, like, you know, getting involved, so I don't know.
I don't know if it's all Miyamoto, but I think Nintendo just changed the policy somewhere.
Well, yeah, something definitely changed there, because, like, I mean, just, like, the whole, like, kind of homogenization of Mario. I think the movie really helped, though.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, Wonder's been in development for a very long time. It's not like, oh my god, the movie's a huge hit, let's just make this game.
Well, the movie was in development for a while, too, so, I mean, I imagine, like...
But they had no idea that it was going to be a hit.
I'm not saying it was because it was a hit. I'm saying, like, you know, maybe they kind of saw what they were kind of holding back from, like, you know, with the policies in place and decide, okay, maybe we should ease off on this.
Yeah, that makes sense, but we won't know until they say something. They probably won't say something. You bloody imps!
Now, they did do some sort of, like, interview or something for Wonder, but... Okay, these things seem really damn annoying. Is there nothing you can...
Like I said, if I had my permanent,
Permanent mist.
yeah, I'd fix them pretty good. But I think you got them all.
It would be really neat if, like, instead of just warping to points in the castle here, you could warp to the parallel point in the the right castle.
That'd be cool. It'd be handy too.
Yeah,
It'd be
exactly.
something good.
That'd be a nice quality
Ooh,
of
we
life.
got a shield. Let me try equipping that for a second and seeing what you get.
Cool Ranch says, Miyamoto was a fantastic game designer back then. Now he seems to have a few screws loose. Not to sound disrespectful, being a brand ambassador / producer is probably a good idea.
I don't say his screws loose. It's kind of,
I think his technical title is Creative Fellow.
Yeah, Creative Fellow is what it's called.
And
I mean, he had some input on Tears of the Kingdom, which was brilliant. Sorry, I'm trying something here. I got the shield rod, and let's see what we get, because I can't remember. Come on.
As an aside, I really, really hope that rumor about...
Protection from dark. Oh, actually, that would be really freaking handy against what's coming soon.
Oh, that's good.
But I'm not doing that just yet.
I really hope that rumor of EAD Tokyo doing a 3D Donkey Kong game is true.
I'll keep this for now.
Let's see. Fiona says, every time Alucard turns into green mist, I keep imagining him just letting one rip.
Yeah. Well, I was wanting to get rid of these assholes. Whoa.
I know it's poison. Holy crap.
Hey, let go.
You, familiar. I could stand for you to get a little more familiar right now.
Oh, I really just kind of used up all of my magic. There should be something I can get. Something I can use for that. A mana cube. Mana cube. Mana cube. Mana cube. Mana cube. I don't think I have one. Oh, nope, there it is. Nice.
So, trying to think of something Vania to talk about.
What's to talk about? There's vampires.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's a whole series there. I think we've already talked about, like, a DS collection and wanting one.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Do we ever talk about what the black sheep of that collection should be?
No, I don't think so.
Because, like, you've got, like, I think it was the Kid Dracula of the original collection. Which, like, it's, like, not a bad game. There's Dracula X with the Game Boy Advance ones. Just some sort of, like, oddity or whatever there. So, there were 3 DS games, yes?
Let's see.
There was...
Order of Ecclesia. Yeah, you're right.
Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, Order of Ecclesia.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I wonder what would fit in well with those.
Don't know.
Like, I would suggest Bloodlines, like, because of the connection to Portrait of Ruin, but we already got that in the Anniversary Collection. And there was, like, Area of Sorrow with Dawn of Sorrow, but we got that in the Advanced Collection, so...
Area of Sorrow's pretty good. I should play that sometime.
Oh, I know. They could put Judgment in there.
No, they can't. Okay, I was here already. I don't know why.
DS Collection, says Cool Ranch. Please, Konami, add Rebirth as a bonus game. Hey, that's not a bad idea. My only problem with that is I almost kind of want the Rebirth games to all just be a collection unto themselves. But I'm not opposed. But with the Contra collection already, it's like, they didn't get Contra Rebirth in there, so...
Castlevania Rebirth. Was that the adventure one?
Yeah. Yep.
Should do a redo of Simon's Quest, if they should do.
Yeah, redo of Simon's Quest would be nice.
I really want to just get to the Coliseum. How am I failing at this?
Castlevania Legends might be an interesting inclusion.
Let me see. Where am I?
The long-lost legend of Sonia Belmont.
They'll never bring that back.
I mean, Igarashi's not calling the shots anymore, so who knows? Now, speaking of remakes, though, I'm kind of wondering if there would be a market for, say, remakes of, like, say, Castlevania 3 that's a little more in line with the Netflix show. I'm not talking, like, you know, slavishly adherent to it, but, you know, maybe using the same designs, maybe some, like, have the voice actors, like, you know, speak the lines.
Oh God, what the hell is this?
Which, honestly, come to think of it, I don't think there were that many lines, but... So that'd be a pretty small payday.
Oh, it's just a Salem witch. Good.
It sounds like it's time to put her on. No, actually, that joke's kind of tasteless. Never mind. Let's see. Cool Ranch says, Dawn of Sorrow was good, though. I do prefer Area. Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia are underrated. Oh, yeah, much love for Portrait.
Sorry, I think there's a secret in one of these floors. I'm just gonna see if I can get that done. It's not this one.
Konami should really put somebody on Grimoire of Souls and just, you know, look at what Capcom did with Mega Man X Dive offline and give us Grimoire of Souls offline. Because, like, you know, there's, like, the meat of some good stuff there. Not like a full-fledged Castlevania adventure, but a nice little, you know, bit of fan service. Some bite-sized, you know, bits of Castlevania fun.
Yeah.
I like the new character introduced there, Lucy, although I don't think she's playable.
Ah! Whew!
I think her name was Lucy?
I don't know, I didn't really play Grimoire Souls.
I played a little bit until, like, you know, it started getting gacha-y, and then I heard it's on Apple Arcade, where they removed all of that, and it is absolutely not balanced for it, so you can pretty much kind of steamroll it.
Yeah, that happens a lot with games that are taken to Apple Arcade.
Which, you know, I consider the preferable of the two options, but X-Dive Offline, that seems like the ideal way so far. So, like I said, I'd love to see something like that.
I gotta get to X-Dive, actually.
But yeah, it's like, I haven't played too far into it, but I was watching that video, if you'll recall, where, like, you know, the quote-unquote movie that somebody put on YouTube.
Yeah, I remember that.
I gotta get back to that, because I'm, like, only, like, a third of the way through it, maybe. It was pretty long. Like, as far as, like, you know, lore and character interactions go, it's pretty rich, but,
Ooh, I need that. See if I can keep that. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna see if there's a save point before I do this.
Okie doke. Let's see, and the playable characters, it's a pretty good selection too. You got some of my favorites in there. You got Simon Belmont. You've got Alucard, Symphony version, as well as, like, you know, kind of like modern day version. It makes sense in the story. Let's see. There was Maria Renard, the younger version, although she also gets to meet and help out, like, her older version, so that's some interesting stuff there. Charlotte from Portrait, and Shanoa from Ecclesia.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, like, not nearly as playable character rich as something like Dive, but, like, you can get others as, like, you know, helpers and encounter more throughout and stuff, so it does what it sets out to do in that regard pretty well, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
And further, like, you know, expands the lore of Castlevania.
Which Konami may or may not do something about in the future. Who knows? I don't know. At this point, I think they know they've gotten the golden goose with the retro collections and whatnot. They're not stupid.
Well, you say that, but on the other hand, we've got WayForward working with them on Contra Operation Galaga, which is that's more like Galuga, not Galaga, like the arcade game, which is a remake of the original Contra. So, you know, who knows what could come from that?
Can't wait to see how that's thrown off. Give the conversion, like, from sprites to. Then again, we know Tom Hewlett's working on it, or I think he is.
Yeah, he is.
So if anyone's going to try to give it a good conversion he will. But yeah, I can see it being kind of a problem with going from the perfection of sprites to those little slightly more inaccurate.
I cannot remember if it's using 3D models or not. I thought it was using sprites. I'd have to look again.
I thought it was 2.D.
It might have been 3D. Honestly, I mean, I forget who the developers were in Korea did it, but I was actually impressed with the one-to-one style remake, but with like better graphics and sound that was done for mobile. It was close enough I could actually beat it on iPhone with touch controls. I'll just say that, which was enough to impress me. And that one used like 3D models and stuff. Oh god, this Joker.
Yeah, but I got an axe this time. And protection against dark.
Oh yeah, he kind of beat you down before, didn't he?
I didn't have the right weapons, but no. Yeah. Let me see if I can soul steal him.
So what do you get for beating him?
I completely forget.
Because it's like, okay, if you can go fight Dracula, then what do we need this jerk for?
Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can get if you want to, like, perfect the game, obviously.
Oh yeah, obviously. But I'm just... So what do you get is the question.
We'll find out.
Fair enough. But, yeah, as far as Contra, I mean, it's being remade from the ground up. It's not just like, okay, it's the exact same thing with prettier graphics.
Right.
Like, there's new gameplay elements. There's, like, stuff from future games being implemented, like the hover bikes. It's going to have a stage like that, so... Ideally, it'll be made to, like, work with the graphic style they've got. But like I said, even then, a one-to-one remake managed to pull it off on mobile, so... I am not too worried at the moment. I'm not worried until I have cause to worry. Wow.
Yeah,
that went a lot better this time.
When you have the axe, it's a lot simpler. And also, there's a lot less slowdown. If you're not doing it on the PlayStation.
Huh.
So I got life up, but there might be something hidden in one of the chambers. Or not.
Who knew body spray would be so advantageous?
Basically. Ooh, shiny. Ring of Arcana. Can't remember what that does.
Orb.
Increases rare item appearance. I'm down.
Works for me. With items like that, it's too bad that Alucard can't just go full Hal Jordan with the rings and just, take all the perks.
Yeah.
Might make holding the sword a little hard, though.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, God. So, okay, if there's any, like, like, fan artists who like doing Castlevania in the chat, if you know about Emerald... I think it was Emerald Twilight from Green Lantern and... like Alucard, if you could like just mash those two together, that would be fantastic. That's your homework assignment, I guess. I think that's a thing streamers do.
I don't know. Boop. Oh, here was a
It's basically the cover of Green Lantern's just got like all the rings. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Oh my. Fiona says twist. It's actually a rooster ring.
Huh.
Except she didn't say rooster.
Oh, I see. Speaking of roosters, I can't find that bottle of wake-up pills.
Oh, yeah. I need to look around for that.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I have an axe. I can try that. Not there.
We've got to quit giving shoppers so much of our money.
Why?
Well, without getting anything else in return for it, I mean.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I guess technically this one's on well, they're both on us, but...
I mean, I'm sure they're around.
Just, do you remember that time we paid twice for that prescription, right? Because it was in our basket?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty funny. I think we fixed that, though.
Fix what?
The paying twice thing.
Oh, be more attentive, I guess? Not lose the caffeine pills and not forget that...
No, I mean, like...
we paid for a prescription when they start scanning our basket?
No, I'm saying we fixed that.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you asked, how can we fix that?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I mean, the pills are still missing, so that's not fixed.
I'm sure they're around. Put on the right shield again.
The right shield.
I really wish you could sort out the, See, I'm gonna, like, equip the a la carte shield by accident one of these days.
Huh. Can you just, like, dump it, or...?
No, there's really not much you can do with this inventory. It's pretty terrible. And it's like they won't fix it. I don't know why.
Well, if they ever remake it or actually port it or something, maybe someday they will.
It's been ported so many times, and it has, like, as much as I love the game, it has some, like, big errors that could really use some fixing, and they never fix them.
True. I mean, if they redid the voice thing, I mean...
Exactly. They've redone the voices and relocalized the names, at least some of them.
Yeah,
Ow.
Of course, that might
Ow.
be comparatively minor to reworking game mechanics. Wow, that guy is just on you.
Yeah.
Okay, Zigzag posted icons, and they're a little...
Where the hell am I?
Okay, Twitch, what are you doing to me here?
Did it just
And
freeze?
Well, it's kind of like refreshing now. I was trying to zoom in so I could see those icons, but...
Did the thing just stop?
No, I was trying to zoom in on the chat so I could see what the icons were, and it just,
Because it says on my thing, like, 0 KB free, but I don't know if that means anything. I think I'm still streaming, doesn't say I've stopped.
Yeah, no, it's still going. It's,
Okay.
just, I was trying to zoom in on the chat, and I seem to have...
Be better refresh it.
well, I think it did that, but, okay, it went full screen, and then this is, like, fuller screen. I'm trying to get the chat back. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. I'll just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. We'll talk, and, I'll figure it out, hopefully. Oh, there's this little sidebar arrow. There we go. It's back.
Oh, good.
Okay, Azixa, yeah, it's like a slime and a chocobo, and there's like a little thing over it that I can't quite read, and Azixa says, evening all.
Hello.
So, yeah. I don't think we ever stopped streaming, just, the browser.
Yeah, but I don't know why my
Hijinks.
computer's saying, like, you know, you have, like, 0 KB left, but I'm not going to question it as long as it's working. Come on.
Oh, so far, so good. So I wonder who would win in a fight, Alucard or Blade? That's a death battle I think they should probably do.
When I was in New York, they were having Comic-Con, and there was a guy dressed as Blade in a subway.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but he was running really fast, so I didn't want to bug him.
Something, I skate uphill. Zixa says, who needs KBS?
Where am I supposed to go now? I'm gonna go to the chapel.
Who needs the KBS? Not me! Do.
Oh, right, wrong way.
Let's see, what else is going on? Hey, yay. What's going on?
Ah! Gotta be around here somewhere.
Anything interesting happened in Baldur's Gate lately?
I'm playing through the Shadowlands.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I just don't have much to say.
Fair enough.
And that's the problem with streaming after you've done your, you know, your podcast for the week and everything. Sometimes you just don't have anything to say.
So, any questions from the chat? Because we don't want things to get too quiet around here.
Sometimes silence is nice.
Sometimes, but probably not during a stream.
Probably. Sometimes streams are quiet, though. Sometimes they don't talk.
I suppose. Of course, they're probably longer streams, too, than we tend to run. Fiona says, from all I've seen on social media, Baldur's Gate 3 is the horniest game ever created. And Azixa says, you are not wrong.
Yes, I haven't slept with anyone yet, though. Like, Shadowheart's really sweet on me, but she's really preoccupied right now because something Shar goddess. She's trying to like present herself as a dedicated acolyte of Shar, like the goddess of darkness and misery. But she's just like such a sweet character that it doesn't work, and everyone knows it doesn't work. But she's got to discover for herself that she's no fucking acolyte of Shar.
Let's see. Azixa adds, for a non-hentai game, that is. And Cool Ranch says, I've been playing Disgaea for the first time, enjoying it so far. A little burnt out after 30 hours. Still 4 chapters left.
Disgaea. I'm trying to remember what that was.
Well, it's not that guy, I can tell you that much.
Very good. Oh, is that the... okay, yeah. I know Eric is huge in Disgaea. I haven't played any of the games yet, though. It's like the fucked up Phoenix Wright, isn't it?
Is it?
With the bear.
Ha! Who's driving car? Bear's driving car. How can that be? Although I guess this should be more of a courtroom equivalent.
Pretty much.
Who's pleading case? Bear is pleading case. How can this be?
Not quite like that. The Upside Down Alchemy Lab is absolutely the worst part of the game. You can tell as, they just did not design it for Upside Down shenanigans, and yet...
Yeah. Oh, there was something else I was going to mention. I forget what it was now. Oh, right, yeah, now I remember. Well, actually, nah, not that.
Oh?
Well, I was going to bring up, that whole Dragon Quest Kai thing, but we haven't started watching it, and we haven't played the game, so I guess there's not really much fuel to that fire.
Not really, no.
We talked about the end of Power Rangers, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so...
We did see Gurren Lagann, the end of that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a weird-ass anime.
Yeah. It was fun, though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun enough.
I definitely preferred the first half. Not that the back half was bad, but...
Back half was definitely where things were like, what the hell?
It feels very much like we dealt with the story at hand, what now? Except it kind of feels like that was always where they were going when you look back at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
of the first
it
episode,
wasn't just they threw it out of nowhere. It was clearly planned, to their credit. But
yeah,
I know where you're coming from.
Azixa says strategy game with anime demons and that weird penguin.
Oh, okay.
Prinnies, yeah, says
the dude.
Yeah.
Dudes.
Azixa says, LOL, the Clerks animated series was the best. My friend and I quote that all the time. Me, my best friend, and manager at the time watched it high as well when it came out.
That's the only way to watch it. Although they kind of, if I'm not mistaken, they made it so that they don't sell drugs, they sell firecrackers. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody watches the Blockbuster Buster, but not too long ago he did a video about the kind of history and what went wrong with Clerks the Animated Series, and it's just kind of wild. We got that on DVD here somewhere. We do. The show. That was my first exposure to Clerks, believe it or not. Outside of just, cultural osmosis.
My brother was a fan, so I kind of got exposure there.
Yeah, he got the... Well, wait, No, he borrowed it from us, because I got the Clerks X set from when I worked at Blockbuster.
Clerks. I was never a huge fan.
Yeah,
Kevin Smith is he's fine, but... And Clerks is good. Of course, the first one was a classic, but after that, it's kind of okay, I'm good.
I don't know. I like his stuff. The,
Dogma was kind of fun.
Yeah, I remember we watched that for, New Year's once.
Yeah, it was on CBC for some reason.
God, was that the first Smith movie I watched?
I think it was, as I recall, because it was just on after the countdown. I said, oh, well, may as well watch this. We're not going anywhere.
I absolutely loved Jane Silent Bob Strike Back, though. But the other stuff was fun, too. And yeah, of course, we liked it enough to name our first cat after one of the characters, so...
Yeah.
At least in part.
Did I already do the Upside Down Coliseum? Let me solve this.
And Cool Ranch says, I have nostalgia for Gurren Lagann, just cheesy, dumb fun. I remember catching a bit of it on a kind of a bootleg pirate Toonami online stream when Toonami quit being a thing for a while there.
Huh.
And I liked what I saw enough, and it just kind of reminded me in some ways of Mega Man Legends, so it was something I always wanted to get back around to. And yeah, we finally did on Crunchyroll. It was unfortunately, Crunchyroll, they've only got the sub on there, so we didn't get to hear the dub voices or anything, but...
Okay, so I did come here. I guess I'll, if we have a little time left here, I'll go make my way to the library and see what I can find.
Okay. Well, for the stream tonight, we got 33 minutes, so...
Yeah, I know.
And, Zixa says, I liked a lot of his old stuff. My wife, let's see, my Alekia, sorry, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, reviews movies on YouTube, and I dragged her to see Yoga Hosers so bad she wanted to kill me, LOL. Is that a Smith movie?
There's a lot of Smith movies that I don't know exist. I saw Mallrats in the theaters for some reason.
Mallrats was fun. It's not a favorite, but I mean, it's not a movie I regret watching or anything.
I regretted paying for it because I just remember sitting in the theater and they were arguing about how could Superman possibly impregnate Lois Lane, and it was conversation, I guess you could say it's ahead of its time. But I was just this is so stupid. Why am I listening to this? I mean, obviously, nerd culture now, this is all the only thing they talk about. I'm sure the comics have addressed it at this point.
Well, I mean, they have a son, but
they were how can his sperm not kill her? It would be super sperm.
I'm not sure if they addressed that particular aspect or not. I'll have to look into that.
Oh God.
I think I remember Fiona and I having conversations about that back in the day, except it wasn't Superman and Lois, it was Goku and Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi, at least, she could probably handle it. She's strong herself.
Just imagining her getting flattened against the ceiling or something. Yoga Hosers has his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter.
Oh God, he named his daughter Harley Quinn, as I recall. That sounds like the most nepotism movie that ever existed.
It's, I gotta admit, that was a roll of the dice. I wonder how, what life is like for her now, given that, back then, okay, you had Harley Quinn, who was, a, B-list character on a fairly popular, weekday cartoon. And then she kind of became, part of the comics, and I don't know if it was until more recently that she really just, ascended into, gosh, she's probably, B+, A-, maybe even just, A tier, DC character now.
Yeah.
She's definitely up there. Her star has definitely risen. I think people definitely know who she is.
Well, the Harley Quinn cartoon's the only DC thing I like.
Well, as of late, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's other stuff I like, but ooh, these guys usually are naked when they transform.
Where's my electric car, Bruce? Oh, that was classic. Apparently they're doing a comic based on the cartoon now, too. I got to see a little bit from that.
Oh, cool.
And it was good stuff. Let's see. Lance Hart says, she's led a couple of movies due to Margot Robbie. Yeah, let's see. There was Suicide Squad and there was Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was prominent in the Arkham games, as I recall, or at least the first one. But yeah, suffice to say, I mean, compared to, probably when Kevin Smith named her, she's definitely a much more known commodity now, so I wonder how Like, I just wonder how that affects her life. Like,
I don't know. She's probably going to a rich kid school, a bunch of rich kids with stupid names, so she's probably fine.
Oh, by now she's probably out of school. Like,
Well, at the time. And she probably hangs around rich people with weird names who grew up with weird names because their parents gave them weird names because they had nothing else going on in their lives.
My parents call me Moon Unit.
Something like that.
But I think it's a curious thing because, like I said, it's I think by the time that it would matter to anybody who would say anything, I think she's past that probably age wise.
Trying to figure out which way is is that the way to the wall? Well, I'm going straight across first. Right.
Lance Hart says, "Oh, you're talking about Kevin Smith's kid. She just goes by Harley."
I don't blame her.
But we were talking about both. It's because she was named after the character, of course, and then it's back then the character wasn't so prominent as she is now. But it's one of those things. It's I don't know. I'm trying to think of naming a kid now after someone famous and what they'd be dealing with in school. Not even after someone famous, but a fictional character.
God, it's probably more common than ever. People naming their kids Khaleesi and all that shit. And then that character had a terrible story arc. Although House of the Dragon, I think, has been redeeming Game of Thrones. But I don't really watch any of it, so I don't know, to be honest with you. But then the writer's strike happened, so who knows what it's going to go from there. Probably try to write their own story again and screw it up. And George R. R. Martin will just be I give up completely.
Laughing all the way to the bank.
Oh, he's not laughing at anything.
So, yeah, they're remaking it again, aren't they? Or
Game of Thrones, you mean?
Yeah.
Probably. I just know House of Dragon happened, and I don't know what's going to happen next.
Oh, okay.
I don't pay attention.
Me neither. I don't know. I thought they started adapting it again, and this time they'll get it right, or maybe not.
Probably, but unless. Ooh, I need that. Until George R. R. Martin finishes the book, I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah, really. Assuming he ever does finish.
Books, rather, not book.
Cool Ranch says, I might name a dog Rush. Would never name my kid Rockman.
I had a dog, Rush, named Rush.
Yep.
He was a great dog.
And a cat named Tingo.
Yep. Not a great cat.
Let's see. Lance Hart says, House of the Dragon isn't based on books, I thought. Oh, I don't know. We don't know. I'm just going by hearsay.
No, I was talking, House of Dragon is its own thing, but, don't
come to me looking for information about this series. All I know is that it was adapted into a popular, HBO show. People loved it, and then there wasn't a book to base the ending on, and so they kind of fumbled
really high there. Interesting.
They fumbled the finish.
Did they ever?
And that is literally all I know. That and winter is coming. But no, don't use me as a source for anything about that. Even the stuff I know, don't use me as a source. But I guess naming kids after fictional characters isn't really anything new. If I'm not mistaken, I think Wendy was either created or popularized by Peter Pan.
Same with I think the name Sandy was popularized by Grease.
Oh, okay. Because if you were going to tell me SpongeBob, I was going to friggin' roll over. But let's see. Lance says it was a combo of running out of books and the showrunner duo being tired of working on it.
Yeah, the way I understand it is they want to just kind of dump it and get onto Star Wars, and that really worked out well.
Is that what happened? Which Star Wars?
I think the third one. I don't remember exactly how it went down, but it was something like that. I'm trying to find which way to go here.
Yes, Fortnite Wars.
Fortnite Wars?
Where the, intro of the movie took place in Fortnite.
Oh, right. That was weird.
I still can't believe that happened. I mean, at the same time, I can believe it. It's just, I don't know.
Anyway.
I'm curious, does anybody have that movie, on, Blu-ray or anything? I'm curious if they, include, a video of the Fortnite thing or something there as a bonus. So that people know what went on or whatever. Let's see. Lance Hart says their Star Wars movies were canceled. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, good and great. I'm glad everyone suffered for that. I do know that, like, Drogon took Danny away, and it's like, okay, is that like a setup for a sequel, or what are you guys doing, or...
Sorry, are we talking about Star Wars or House of Thrones or whatever?
Game of Thrones.
Right.
Yeah, it ended with the dragon taking away What's-Her-Face, and... yeah, I don't know. They just had no idea what they were doing. And neither do I.
Hey, you remember when instead of a Netflix series, Castlevania was going to be adapted into a movie?
Sure do. I wrote about it back in the day.
I wonder what point they would have cut off at, given the way it got adapted into the series. Man, you could tell that it was supposed to be a movie, because they really stretched that out, didn't they?
They still stretch it out. That's,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if it ended at the end of Season 2, you know, that would probably, I could see how that would fit into a movie. If, like, we're going past that, like, I have no friggin' idea.
Well, even now, it's like, Season 3, I think that's what we're on, right?
Yeah.
Just Carmela sitting there talking to her stupid friends, like, okay, we get it. You repeated yourself twice already. We can move on.
Wasn't that basically, like, most of Season 2 is them talking to
absolutely was.
themselves and repeating stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, they were clearly stretching for time there, and it's... If this third season and fourth season were supposed to be part of that same movie, then...
I remember, yeah, they had the joke about the goat fucking in the, in the original script that Warren Ellis, like, showed on his blog billions of years ago, and they brought it back. The goat fucking joke specifically. Which, when I wrote about it, saying, like, I'm not sure about, like, I'm glad that the movie is becoming a series, but, Ellis is kind of... his writing's a bit juvenile. Like, I kind of cited the whole goat thing from his blog, and I was told, oh, he's a great writer, you can't really judge him based on that one thing, and he brought the fucking joke back.
I mean, to be honest, if there's anything that was probably emblematic of that original treatment that people are going to look for...
Yeah.
Like, it's almost emblematic of the original idea. I can see why they would probably want to keep it. Or who knows, maybe Shankar, like, asked him to, like, put that bit in.
Maybe.
I love that, man! Come on, you gotta keep it. Oh, alright. I don't know. I don't know how much, like, push, like, Ellis has versus Shankar's shove, or vice versa, so... They kind of did Grant dirty, though, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't know if he's showing up at all.
I'm not expecting him, but I don't know one way or the other. But yeah, man, too bad he didn't fit in. I can't remember if he was going to be part of the movie treatment or not.
I'm gonna cheat for this. I'm gonna cheat to grind.
Yes, embrace your vampire roots. I don't know, I guess it's not fair to vampires to call them all cheats, but...
No, I don't think they have a reputation for cheating. Just for blood-sucking.
I mean, just vampires are generally the bad guys, so... Lance says, Castlevania Season 1 was Castlevania 3, Season 2 was part of that PS2 sequel.
Yeah.
It kind of blended, because they put the guys from the PS2 sequel in, like, early, which, that's how you want to do it if you've got, hindsight. And then, like, the battle got all, like, Dragon Ball Z against Dracula.
That's pretty cool, though.
Dracula Ball Z?
Sure.
Dracon?
Let's try somewhere else.
What you trying to do?
I'm trying to get that sword.
Oh, right. Yeah, just everything bouncing right off you.
Yeah, kind of creepy how the scarecrows managed to move around.
So have you ever done the, there's a way to cheat it so that, like, I think death doesn't steal your stuff. Have you ever pulled that off and, like, done the game that way?
Never managed to, no.
Honestly, it feels like that should be, like, a New Game Plus mode. Like, never mind playing as Richter, just, like, let me go without death stealing my stuff.
Ah, 10 men, 10 men, 10 men. Those things can really screw you up. Why does my Bible keep going off?
I wonder if Simon Belmont will ever get his turn in the spotlight on Netflix. I wonder if I ever want him to.
I probably just swear a lot like everyone else.
And I wonder if it would be better or worse than the Captain N version, which...
I mean, it'd be better no matter what. It's hard to get worse than that. I don't want a javelin.
Let's see. Lance says, I can only hope Capcom finally decides to partner with Netflix on a Mega Man thing. They're doing freaking Onimusha right now. Yeah, I don't know if you were here for it. We were talking about that earlier, and it's like, yeah, Eddie Shankar, like, expressed interest before. Got the article on the Mega Man Network. I still like the art I made for that. And it's like, I do not want him to be a part of that. Just based on what I know, but what he said, and just that kind of stuff. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't understand why he got popular. I mean, I just don't. People just really like seeing their old childhood stuff be presented in a really grim, dark way, I guess.
Yeah, some, I guess.
Kinda got tired of it a long time ago.
The wheels on that Tin Man look like they belong to the Joker. Lance Hart says, Shankar doing Zero could be okay-ish.
Wow, that's a different Scarecrow. He's dead now, either way.
Lance says that's pretty much it. Maybe? I just... No, you know what? I'll tell you what Shankar could adapt, and like, you know, it would probably be fine. It might even be better. Maverick Hunter, the FPS.
Oh God!
If anybody wanted to dig that out of cobwebs,
which they shouldn't.
No. But like, if you're gonna give any Mega Man thing to him, that's probably what I would like. Fish that out of the trash can and say like, okay, here, like, do something with this.
I think that would just damage the brand way too much. Unless people are still really impressed with video game characters saying fuck words.
I mean, 4 seasons in a sequel series.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lance says, didn't say it would be good, but it would be acceptable to bring in new interest. That's always kind of the roll of the dice there, because it's like, okay, yeah, you're gonna bring in new people, and it's like, then if they check out the games and they find out, oh, it turns out the games, like, you know, aren't full of the F word and execution of the F word and, you know, all that fun stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You know, are they gonna stick around, or are we just gonna be splintering, like creating another splinter group? But, yeah, I don't know. Beyond that, though, I mean, a Netflix Mega Man series, you know, I'd take it.
Yeah, so would I.
As noted earlier, something... I'm not even going to say adapt Ariga or Archie, not that I'm against either, but something that's in that kind of vein, I think, is ideal. There's like certainly a maturity to a lot of it that doesn't involve the, you know, like needless cursing or grotesque violence or anything. Lance says, the last 3 weeks I've been seeing a rapper rap about Mega Man. Didn't expect that.
Yeah, what does that meme? I don't understand. I only just saw it today, like for the first time. I don't understand it. And the only reason I saw it is because someone filmed the mall it happened in. Something about Mega Man, I don't know, the guy was wearing Blue Eyes White Dragon pants.
My understanding is some guy made a rap, quote, about, unquote, Mega Man that isn't really about Mega Man, but the use of Mega Man, and I think he wears a Mega Buster in it.
He wears a Mega Buster, like I said, yeah.
Yeah, and, that's been enough to get it, Mega Man trending a few times, which, okay, I'll take it. And I think it drops January 7th, so I don't know if there's a whole, a full explanation beyond that yet, but...
Interesting how they're doing previews with, songs these days, like, Planet of the Bass and all that.
Oh, is that, this a common thing?
I don't know, maybe it is now. I just see people doing it more often.
Yeah, why not? If, announcing an announcement or whatever is, good for video games, everyone else will take a part. Lance says, I'd also like an adaptation of something other than classic, though. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
It dropped January 7th, of this year. It's been out for 10 months. Huh. Okay, I just saw a thing, recently, within, it said, January 7th, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Why is it becoming a meme now, though? Why is it suddenly popular?
Ebbs and flows, maybe? I don't know.
Oh,
Let's write to the Know Your Meme people and ask them to explain it to us. But, yeah, as far as adaptations, it's still too bad that, that anime for ZX never happened. Of course, Battle Network and Star Force got their time in the spotlight for whatever that's worth. Which I say with regards to the idea that I don't know how faithful I would call them as adaptations. Star Force seems more so, but Battle Network, they just kind of went
Battle Networks, yeah, they could have done. I don't know. I guess they had the reasons for not doing.
Apparently, they were supposed to do something different, and so they did with gusto, and then it just turned into this whole other kind of henshin thing that's almost like tokusatsu without the live action element, which I know what it means, but that's basically just kind of what it felt like, rather than I don't know. It's just. I mean, it's fun and good for what it is. I like what I got to see of it. I still need to see the rest, and if there's subs out there or something, but...
I'm sure there is.
I'd love to see Star Force. But that aside, I mean, I'd love to see more stuff, not necessarily classic, but stuff from that timeline adapted.
Yeah.
Any of it? Let's see. Lance says, TikTok is weird, that's why. Okay, well, that actually explains a lot. Cool Ranch says some meme guys started making edits as of late. The edits blew up. Okay, that does it. And Lance says that makes way more sense.
I've seen the mall, like I was saying. It looks like a typical abandoned mall, just with no one in it. And I don't know if it's... Oh, is that... Ah, it's a javelin. Oh, it's just a Grammy.
Oh, it's just a Grammy.
Throw your junk down here.
Boom. Just knocks him right out. I don't know what floor he was on that the guy was able to throw it back.
Strong dude.
Cool Ranch says, I think the Mario RPG one was the first. Mario RPG one what? If not, it was the one that blew up. A music video? Did somebody make a music video on...
I don't know.
Or did I miss a beat in the conversation here?
I don't know.
Mario RPG, that comes out later this year, doesn't it?
Yep.
You gonna stream that?
Maybe. I don't see why not.
Do we want to stream all of it?
I don't know.
It could be a fun time. I mean, it's a game we're pretty thoroughly familiar with. Not the new version, but, the original.
I did a Pantheon of the Blood God on Mario RPG.
Let's see. Lance says they used Mario RPG music for the edit?
Yeah, okay, I remember now. Because the guy who rapped, it was some kind of video game music, and I can't remember what it was. It might have been Mario.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah, because I'm like, okay, I recognize this music, but it's not Mega Man, so... Cool Ranch says, Jay Ezzy's Mega Man had a Mario RPG edit, changed the music to one of the themes, and the lyrics were synced, to it.
The internet's weird.
Yep, you gotta love it.
That's all I got for you. The internet is weird.
The internet is weird.
Oh, I got a Muramasa. That's not what I need, though.
Oh, sweet. Now you can finally stab Aerith.
No, it's a Masamune.
Oh, crap.
Muramasa is bloodthirsty sword, two-handed. I don't like two-handed swords in this game, but let me see here.
It might work. That sounds like it would fit the bill.
Damn, I've got the blood stat on me.
Yeah, what's that do?
Well, technically it's supposed to let me absorb life every time I hit something that bleeds, but it's
Oh, nice.
not the greatest.
Anyway, you win this round, Aerith. Lent says, that's pretty cool, though.
Which,
Yeah, I think the Mario RPG edit for the Mega Man thing.
oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with it.
Everyone just excuse me, I'm grinding.
I wonder how Zero and Gino would get along. I feel like they'd be pretty solid.
It's too bad it's something we can't find out through another, what do you call it?
Project Cross Zone?
Yeah. There might be another one someday.
Yeah, maybe. If they do another one and get Square to join in on it.
God, the last one, they had just everyone in it.
Yeah, to a fault, really. Because they included Fire Emblem via Nintendo, I believe.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, is kind of a problem.
Why is that?
I would imagine that any further ports or anything to do with Project Cross Zone 2 would have to be confined to a Nintendo system unless...
Well, the whole thing is copyright
generous.
hell to begin with.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's probably more manageable to have, like, guys who don't, like, own their own platforms, like, go multi-platform than it is the guys who own the most popular one.
True.
I mean, I'll take a Project Cross Zone, like, re-release or whatever on Switch, don't get me wrong, but, I'd love to see more people be able to enjoy it. Although, then again, you look at the Switch's numbers, and I guess, can more people enjoy it than that? I don't know. Cool Ranch says, I recall people saying Jay-Eazy's Mega Man is the most advertisement Mega Man has gotten in a long time. I can't agree with that at all. I mean... Outside of Japan, Capcom doesn't tend to advertise Mega Man very well, or very often, so...
We call it the Blue Bomber because it's blue.
And in a long time, no, I think I'm probably gonna have to agree with them on this one. Like, I think, I forget what game thing is, like, going on, or, like, right now, but, or soon. But, like, Capcom's showing off all this stuff they've been showing off all year, but, like, Dive wasn't even
Whoa,
up
what the fuck was that?
among that. Lance says, I can't wait to see what happens in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And wasn't Project Cross Zone a thing because Monolith did them?
It's the exact kind of crack that Monolith Soft would do, so that might be the case.
Yeah, I think so. Because, like, I think they did it for Bandai Namco. I think they did Namco cross Capcom and...
But I think Monolith... I think
that
it was
stuff,
before
too.
Monolith was owned by Nintendo.
Oh, were they owned all together now?
Oh, good question. No, I don't, maybe not. Sorry. Or are they? Shoot. They should be. If they're not, they're pretty brilliant.
That would just doubly make it Nintendo exclusive, I guess.
It's like, what they should do is... Oh, there it is. Yeehaw! Running on schmooze control.
Yeah. Very good. Let's see. Cool Ranch says Battle Network had the whole EXE stream thing, and that was a pretty cool deal. Okay, are you talking about EXE Stream, the series, or them, like, streaming EXE, the, cartoon that they were doing for the anniversary thing this year?
Eat shit, lion.
Because, I mean, both apply, but... But yeah, Project Cross Zone, I don't know, I just really like those games, and, like, my biggest disappointment this year is that rumor of, like, a trilogy re-release. I think it was supposed to be rumored to be, like, on Nintendo's show or something. It would have, like, Project Cross Zone 2, and a localized Namco Cross Capcom, which, that's the money for me. That's, like, shut up and take my money right there, because that's the one that's got Mega Man Ball Nut and Roll, and basically kind of continues between the Legends games.
Yeah, the story they have for those,
Like, I will punch somebody to take my money.
the story they have going on for, like, the, characters is pretty good. Like, there's a whole thing in the first, in Project Cross Zone with, Zero and Iris.
Yeah.
And it's done really well.
Wait, was that the first one? I thought that was the second one.
The second one, you know what I mean, though.
Okay, yeah. Because, like, Vile was involved, too, and I think X4, Sigma, and it was, like, Vile Mark 2. Vile Mark 1, I think, was in the first one. Let's see. Cool Ranch clarifies the cartoon. Streamed on Twitch and YouTube, and Capcom uploaded the series for a while. Yeah. And Lance says Nintendo owned 80% of Monolith in 2007, so yeah, they're fully a subsidiary.
Okay, I thought so.
2007, so yeah, they might have been. Well, I mean, it was a Nintendo DS exclusive. I don't know, but whatever. I just want more. I want more people to experience it and enjoy it. It's not a very deep game, but holy crap, the fan service is fantastically glorious.
So I'm thinking for our next stream, I might try to 200 this stupid place. And finish it. I'll try to 200 it before I finish it. I think it could probably be done.
Okay, do you know what percent you have?
No, actually. But when I save, I'll know.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're right about time to wrap up, aren't we?
Yeah, so let me get to a save point and then reset and check.
Okie doke. So until then, I forget how we got on Project Cross Zone. We were talking about somebody else. Oh yeah, we were talking about like Square getting wrapped into it.
Yeah.
Which, if they did another one, I mean, hey, may as well invite them to the party. With somebody like Gino. I mean, yeah, that would work. That'd be like your Mario in without having to have Mario in.
Yeah.
Because it's like Sega's there, but Sonic's not for some reason.
I wonder if the Mario RPG release marks something, like a new start for Gino. I wonder if we're going to see him in more stuff now.
Oh, I hope so. If only for his fans' sake. Well, once upon a time, like, I mean, honestly, it was at the point where, when I was hoping to do, like, a Mario comic, and if it ever got around to, like, doing that story or whatever, or, like, just kind of dancing around it, I was thinking of actually having, like, Gino, like, the, not technically Gino, but, like, have his, like, spirit, like, inhabit, like, a different toy or something, and just take on a different name, like, similar as he did before, and just kind of, technically be there without legally being there, if that makes sense. That was my idea.
1.87. It's doable, but we'll see.
So is it like 200 flat, or is it like Donkey Kong math, where it's like 101, 102%?
I think it has to be at or right at 200, but there is more. So yeah, that's good for me.
Alrighty, so thank you all for joining us. We hope you had a good time tonight. Oh, and Lance has one other thing. Apparently Nintendo and Square Enix own the rights to the characters, so Gino and Mallow may be an IP hell on a normal day. Maybe. Time will tell. Like we said, hopefully this is a new day for Gino. Time will tell. So thank you all for joining us for this belated edition of Castlevania Symphony of the Month. Just got one more to go where we wrap this shindig up. In the meantime, you can find me on Twitter at LBD_NYTETRAYN and at the MM Network. You can also find me on Blue Sky at the same, minus the underscore. As well as my writings. I need to get back to writing on poisonmushroom.org at some point. The MM Network got various writings. I did a Legends cartoon this past week. And, of course, the ongoing Legends of the Halcyon Era story. Nadia, where can they find you?
Oh, just at Blood God, actually Blood God RPG Podcast, patreon.com/BloodGodPod. I'm other places. I'm on Twitter at Nadia Oxford, Blue Sky at Nadia Oxford. You can find me.
Yeah, just search Nadia Oxford and go from there. Let's see. Of course, Patreon, like, subscribe, YouTube, Nightworks, if you want archive of this stuff. The MM Network for the Mega Man streams. Or, sorry, not the MM Network. That one's the Mega Man Network. One word. Yeah, and until next week, goodbye and good night.